You can go ahead and play something into that. There we go. Just to see if we have an issue there. I only tuned check two. Get you some more. Check two. Check three, check four. Check. The storm getting outside. The dawn is burning red. You're sipping on the coffee, letting me we ride his boat to two fast. Done up with back the rains. When you think you're there, someone else. I'll be a call and say your voice unheard, being long past. South it's yours but afraid. Don't I'll be standing here steadfast till you make it vibrate. The end of our days. Go for anything. Yeah, green, blue. Green with marking. Brother Johnny, wash me in the water, wash me in the water till my body is clean. Brother Johnny, wash me in the water, wash me in the water till my soul is free. Oh King David, sing me a song so soft and sweet. Oh King David, sing me a song my heart can keep. 'Cause the Lord God, He is Father, and friend Jesus, He is Son. And the saints and angels and the Holy Ghost, they all come to take me home. Hey there, Peter, fish me out of my blackest sleep. Hey there, Peter, fish me out of my darkest deep. Mama Mary, take my hand and show me the light. Mama Mary, hold me close, yeah, hold me tight. Because the Lord God, He is Father and friend Jesus. He is Son, and the saints and the angels and the Holy Ghost, they all come to take me home. My grandpapa, my old papa, teach me to sing praise to the Lord. My grandpapa, my old papa, teach me to sing of the golden shore. 'Cause the Lord God, He is Father, and friend Jesus, He is Son, and the saints and the angels and the Holy Ghost, they all come to take me home. And the saints and the angels and the Holy Ghost, they all come to take me home.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all. So my name is Garrett Hendricks. This is the lovely Hope Hamby on the fiddle tonight. Really happy that you're all here for the EP release, for the EP that was never intended to be out in the world. I recorded these songs at home here in Nashville as a gift to my family for the holiday season. And after kind of finishing work on it, I realized that I wanted to share it with a wider audience. So that last song is actually very, very old. I wrote that song back in 2009, sitting in junior history class. And instead of paying attention to the Mark Twain documentary that we were watching, I was writing a bluegrass gospel-tinged song for my maternal grandfather, who I called Papa, and he was a Renaissance man and an incredible musician. He introduced me to all kinds of music, but I particularly gravitated towards kind of old-timey country and bluegrass that he really enjoyed. The soundtrack for Oh Brother Art Thou and many other albums, dueling banjos, things like that. He showed those to me, and I was always looking at the guitar in the corner, and so I wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for him. This is his hat, so that last song, Take Me Home, is for him. God rest his soul. This next one is a song that I wrote for his wife, my granny, who is still with us and still kicking and sharp as a tack, and always makes me laugh. She was a drama teacher for most of her working career, and she made costumes and also sewed quilts for everybody in the family. I'm the only one that has two, so wonder who the favorite is. But I wrote this song for her. Anybody who knows me and my relationship with her knows that she's like my soft spot. She taught me how to read and write and all that stuff. And so again, if I wasn't for her, I wouldn't be a songwriter here in Nashville. This one's called The Seamstress. That's not the right key, is it? There we go. Try that again. That would have been embarrassing. Taught me to read, to find adventures, told me to play, to mount to. Now I get to come back home to you now, sing a brand new story, a song for you. Sing a brand new story, a song for you. You always stitch my soul soul together when it's coming undone at the seams. You piece together this pattern life. That's why I wear your heart sold on my sleeve. That's why I wear your heart sold on my sleeve. You made all my Halloween costumes, let me become whatever I dream. Now I'm a man, partially sure now. I hope it's the image you hope that I'd be. I hope it's the image you hope that I'd be. You always stitch my soul together when it's coming undone at the seams. You piece together this pattern life. That's why I wear your heart sold on my sleeve. That's why I wear your heart sold on my sleeve. Been around the world a couple of times now, though I fear it spins fast for you. There's one wisdom they'll hold on to. Our love will never end, that's the real truth. Our love will never end, that's the real truth. You always stitch my soul together when it's coming undone at the seams. You piece together this pattern life. That's why I wear your heart sold on my sleeve. That's why I wear your heart sold on my sleeve. That's why I wear your heart sold on my sleeve. Thank you. The other thing I love about playing all these songs is I only have to tune once. It's really nice. Normally when I play a full band set, I'm tuning constantly. And that's it for the tuning for the day, hopefully. Wouldn't that be nice? So this next one was actually the last song that I wrote in this batch of songs. I wrote this next one for my paternal grandfather, my grandpa, who is a very quiet and reserved man. And so it was kind of a hard song to write and put together the lyrics for, because he's really more of a listener than a talker. So learning about his life, I would always get little bits and pieces over the years. Found out he was a boxer when he was in the Air Force. Didn't know that. And he's a tiny, short little, German man. So it was kind of unexpected to find out. I was like, oh, you boxed in the Air Force. That's interesting. He was an aerobatics pilot and has been a lawyer for his entire career. And he was the first from his family to actually graduate high school and then go to college. He grew up in a very small rural town in Oregon called Sublimity. It's outside of Salem. And there's not much to do there except farm and farm. That's about it. So he grew up farming beans and grass and Christmas trees with his family, blueberries as well. But he got to enter the seminary and got his education through that and was going to be a priest up until he was at Gonzaga University, where he saw my grandma in the library and decided to coyly ask for a cigarette. bummed a cigarette off her, and that's how it all started. And that was the end of his time in the seminary. But he's one of the most supportive and loving men that I have ever met in his very quiet and reserved way. He's always asking me about how the music's going in Nashville and how the goats that I help farm down in Franklin, how they're doing. So he's always checking in. So I always know that when push comes to shove, I can always rely on him. And he's guided all of us in the family, kind of the way a gardener does his garden and his seeds. And so it made me think back to his faith. He's very Catholic. My whole family's Catholic. I was raised Catholic until I left the church. But he was even supportive of that. And so in his supportive way, he is kind of the parable of the sower. He's the guy that puts his seeds in the good soil. So this is the sower. Grandpa, you once were a farmer on old rugged soil. Learn the fruits of labor and the honor of the toil. That whole work ethic's been passed down the line. So the callus on my hands puts a shine in my eye. They sing Boniface sleeping between the timber of the pews. You learned an open heart to receive the good news. And the morals that you learned taught you justice or sin. A seed that you planted in your king. Tell me, how do you live a good life? Tell me, how do you become a good man? 'Cause I keep getting lost in the thick, though I try as hard as I can. Look how you raise up my father, how he raised my brother and I. Yeah, how did you sow them seeds in good soil? Yeah, did you find that good by and by? Oh, oh. Yeah, did you find that good by and by? Grandpa lived a life, some say up in the clouds. Sometimes I feel a plummet to solid ground. And I know your steady hands would answer the call and cradle my landing if ever I should fall. Tell me, how do you live a good life? Tell me, how do you become a good man? 'Cause I keep getting lost in the thick, though I try as hard as I can. Look how you raised up my father, how he raised my brother and I. How did you sow them seeds in good soil? Or did you find that good by and by? Oh, yeah, did you find that good by and by? Bless us, O Lord, for these thy gifts. Words often issue from your Sunday lips, in a humble table set for all to gather round. In a prodigal like me, with joy can still be found. Tell me, how do you live a good life? Tell me, how do you become a good man? 'Cause I keep getting lost in the thick, though I try as hard as I can. Yeah, look how you raised up my father, how he raised my brother and I. How did you sow them seeds in good soul? Yeah, did you find that good by and by? Oh. Yeah, did you find that good by and by? I think the mic thought my grandfather was up on stage and not me. He's like slowly shrinking on me the whole time. Let's see if we can get this situated before the last one. We got, how much time we got? 2 more? All right. We got 2 more. We can do that.
Okay. Also, tell everyone to throw money in this tip bucket.
Oh yeah. Apparently, there's a tip bucket for us musicians. I know. I appreciate it. My car's got to go in the shop next week, so that's gonna be always fun. You know, can't be a country singer without a broke down truck, right? That's right. And Hope's paying off a Belmont. But before we jump into the next 2 songs, I want to thank Stephanie and Chris for coming out and joining the bill. Let's give a round of applause for them. I was really stoked to get them on this bill. Yeah, I met Chris over at the American Legion, and then, I found Stephanie on the TikTok. That's how I found Stephanie. It's funny how that all works out. And then I found out that she's from Vancouver, BC, which is basically the same thing as Washington State, where I'm from. They just have better health care. All right. Are we ready to get sad for at least one song? Okay. So yeah, this is the song that I decided to close out the record with, and it was kind of interesting how the song came to be. I don't like writing songs if I feel like obliged to write them. Because I've written songs for family members before, there's always like, oh, have you written a song for so-and-so yet? That's my mom's like constant question. And it's always like, no, like I don't want to just write a song because I have to. Like I want it's come organically, right? And so my grandmother on my dad's side, she was diagnosed with throat cancer about 2 years ago. And so my mom started asking like, oh, have you written a song for your grandma yet? And I'm, no. I was like, I don't want to just write a song because she's dying of cancer. But last spring, like heading in towards Mother's Day, I kind of finally found the words to kind of put with the song. And so it wasn't just about dealing with her inevitable passing, but also dealing with my own sense of mortality. And especially as somebody who grew up in a faith-filled home and then is kind of transitioning to a more agnostic point of view, kind of dealing with my own mortality and just the fact of like when you get older, you lose people. That's just kind of the nature of how things go. That's part of getting older and dealing with your own inevitable death. And so that's kind of where this song ended up coming to, was kind of reflecting on that and realizing that even to this day, I still, whenever I'm home and I visit with her, I like to just sit and talk, and she always is able to give wisdom and perspective. And she's got a creek, a stream that runs in her backyard. And when I was a little boy, she would take me into the backyard and she would just watch me play and explore in the creek there. And inevitably that led me to teaching environmental science for a number of years. So I kind of credit my early love of exploration with her. But this one's called Grandma's Stream. Grandma ain't a boy no more. Think my youth just walked out the door. My knees done ache, my back is stiff. And I rise at 3 a.m. to work the farm and pay my rent. Keep my dreams alive, and I wonder what. And I think of you when I feed out hay to the mangers before the sun comes to play. And it reminds me of the activities you kept. Before I stopped going to mass, I made you some figures out of clay I cast. I may not pray, but family I won't forget. Sometimes I wish I was still at home. Sunday dinners, not eating alone. And I could rest my feet back in the stream. And I'd put up with your cigarettes, talk with you and Grandpa about how my shows went. Under stage lights all the way to Tennessee. Grandma, I'm tired. Could you spare some wisdom for me? First grandchild from the sons, a little bit different from the other ones. Writing songs, traveling around. I also carry your middle name. Hope I bring it far from shame. Hope I can make our family proud. Sometimes I wish I was still at home. Sunday dinners, not eating alone. And I could rest my feet back in the street. And I put up with your cigarettes, talk with you and Grandpa about how my shows went. Under stage lights all the way to Tennessee. Grandma, I'm tired. Could you spare some wisdom for me? I'm trying to hold back the tears, facing reality and the fear that before I'm home, you may be gone. Maybe that's the price I pay, chasing melodies all my days. Here's the wisdom that you give to keep chasing the song. Sometimes I wish I was still at home. Sunday dinners, not eating alone. And I could rest my feet back in the stream. And I put up your cigarettes, talk with you and Grandpa about how my shows went. Under stage lights all the way to Tennessee. Yeah. Grandma, I'm tired. Could you spare some wisdom for me? Grandma, I'm tired. Could you spare some wisdom for me? Thank you. All right. So once again, my name is Garrett Hendricks. You can find me on all the interwebs, all that stuff. There's actually a little scan code on the green sign that's in the back on the ironing board. That's what that word is. So yeah, you can scan that code and it takes you to all the things, Spotify, website, Instagram, all the socials. It's all there. So we're gonna play one last song for you that's not on the EP. This is a single that I put out back in September. Hopefully have more music on its way towards the summer and end of 2023. So thank you so much to the Bowery Vault for hosting this evening. Thank you all to coming out and supporting this EP. Like I said, was never intending it to be out in the world, but I'm so happy that it is. I hope you enjoy the music. If you like what you hear, go ahead and stream it. If not, that's okay, because I love these songs and they've done for my family what I wanted them to do. So anything else is icing on the cake. But this last one is called Steadfast. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your week. There's a storm getting outside. The dawn is burning red. You're sipping on your coffee, reflecting in your head. When the ride hits boat into fence, darling, I'll pull back the reins. When you think your vessel won't last, I'll be your heart coming safe. Your voice unheard will be long past, 'cause I'll lift yours above the fray. Darling, I'll be standing here steadfast till you lay me in my grave. In my grave. What battles are you gonna fight? Are you feeling dread? Wanna bear the weight with you, love? Whatever lies ahead, we'll ride his boat into fast. Darling, I'll pull back the reins. When you think your vessel won't last, I'll be your heart coming safe. Your voice unheard will be long past, 'cause I'll lift yours above the fray. Darling, I'll be steady here, steadfast till you lay me in my grave. At the end of my days, yeah, you can cry and cuss, you can kick and scream, throw down your keys, curse everything. 'Cause I got two good arms and a big old heart to pick up the pieces when it all falls apart. We ride his boat in too fast. Time I pull back the reins. When you think your vessel won't last, I'll be your harbor, come and say your voice unheard will be long past. Sound it's yours but afraid. Don't not be sitting here steadfast till you lay me in my grave. At the end of my days, thank you so much, Bowery Vault. My name is Garrett Hendricks. We'll see you next time.
That's not right. That's all I can think about right now. That would really
There it is.
Yeah, no, really well. I think we're putting this together.
Yeah.
Amazing. So fun. I love this song. That last one.
I know. It was like when you did the fiddle on it, all I could do, I had to look at, I tried to watch the screen. I was like, I can't really be in this song because, like, as soon as you hit that weepy fiddle part, I was like, oh my god, like that wrecked me.